Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the audio. I'm working on getting a better microphone, better place to record, but this is what we have so far, and I just couldn't wait. I wanted to speak about transfers. So what this video is called is Transfer Tango, because Arsenal are like when a person goes to the club and they're dancing with everyone. You dance over here, you dance over there, you dance over there, and at the end of the night you either go home with no one or you go home with whoever's left, because all of the good dancers, all the people that you wanted to go home with have already left with someone else. And that's how we do transfer business. The thing is on every fan's lips is Sesko, Gyokeres. That's where we're going. It seems like we have no idea, and the club have no idea, who they're going for. One moment you hear that we're advancing in talks with Gyokeres and Sporting Lisbon, and then the next moment it's, oh no, that's too expensive, we're going back to Sesko. Like, I just have no idea what we're doing. We spoke about this in the last transfer video I did about who I would pick and why I think Arsenal going for either one. The thing that just annoys me is every day you hear something different. Every day it's, we've agreed personal terms and now we're waiting on this number. Or we've agreed personal terms with Sesko, now we're waiting on, RB Leipzig. I just want you to sign someone. The window is closed right now and it opens tomorrow. So it'll be open from tomorrow, rest of September. Fine. But we are no closer to understanding or knowing who we're actually going for. And I think it's one of those things where me as a fan, I'm thinking, it was Gyokeres, and I was like, oh, I'm excited. And then it was like, no, he's too expensive. We're going to go for Sesko. And then I actually talked myself into like, you know what? We're going for Sesko. That's who we're going to get. And then it's like, no, Sesko's too expensive. RB Leipzig don't want to play ball. We're going back to Gyokeres. And I'm just like, I don't know who we're getting. And personally, I feel like we're getting neither. I feel like this is one of those summers, typical Arsenal, where we and ah, we say, ooh, we might get this guy, we might get that guy. We end up getting no one. And at the end of the day, at this point, I think it's going to be somebody like an Ollie Watkins. I think it's going to be someone like an Ollie Watkins, or we're going to take a punt on someone that we've never heard of, some kid from, Slovakia League, Slovenia, somewhere over there that we've never heard of, that, like the Ghent kid. Never heard of that kid before. He's Greek. Never heard of him before. And all of a sudden, that's who we're going for. We missed Nipan to get this guy. And it's just like, I just want Arsenal to be firm for once. Just be firm on who they're going to get and not dilly-dally. Not try to penny pinch. Not try to, just... I can't even describe what we do because a lot of fans don't understand it. Like, we're linked with so many people. Since I've been an Arsenal fan, it's been Luis Suarez, it was Vlahovic, it was Baladi at one point. Like, when it comes to striking, we're always linked with somebody. And then at the end of the day, the Mykhailo Mudryk thing, where, he was crying that he wanted to come to Arsenal, ended up at Chelsea. Like, even Vlahovic. Vlahovic, in no easy terms, told us he didn't want to come here. And we're just like, oh, we're going to have to grab. We're doing everything we can go to. And then he went to Juventus. Like, we do this all the time. I just want Arsenal to be a club that just goes in and says, you know what? We want Sesko. If you want Sesko, and I want Sesko, I would not take him over a guy who scored 50 goals. But if that's who the club wants, just go in there and say, how much do you want for him? Oh, we want 60 million euros. We'll give you 65. Get it done. He needs to be here before preseason. But it's just not the way that we do business. And I think that a lot of fans were kind of like, oh, now the Bert's is in, it's going to be different. And I just don't think it. I think Bert's is going to take a while to get the board around to what he's trying to do. But it's just embarrassing. It's an embarrassing saga to deal with when you see your rivals signing everyone. And I just want us to pick someone. I just want us to pick a person. If it's going to be Gyokeres, get Gyokeres in. If it's going to be Sesko, get Sesko in. I just cannot take us going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then in the end, like every Arsenal fan, not everyone, because some of them are just like, oh, Arsenal know what they're doing. Like, most Arsenal fans would just say, I think we're going to get no one. And that's how I'm starting to get around to. I'm starting to get around to the fact that it's going to be neither. We're going to get someone that's either over the hill or that we've never heard of. But those are just my thoughts. That's been Transfer Tango, and hopefully we'll do this dance again later on in the week.